Beep, 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 beep. Turn on your computer, dial up the web, download some information into your head. It's Dr. John and Delilah, they're having a great time. Gotta do it simply true, we're the Sexperts.
And we're recording, and intro music, and hi there. Welcome to the Sexperts. I'm your host, Dr. John T. Elanese, SCPM.
I'm Delilah. Hey there, lobbyist for the bean industry.
That's right, and we are your Sexperts, coming to you live every week from a different location with a different sexual sexperty topic.
Are we sticking with that different location thing?
Well, I mean, I'm in my recording bunker because I'm hunkered down in my bunker down. You're in a separate location, though.
Yeah, I'm in DC this week on K Street.
Oh, wow. So you're really hitting this lobbyist thing pretty hard.
I'm hitting the ground running.
What got you into beans, Delilah?
If you're not investing in beans during this time, what are you doing with your money? Beans have an infinite shelf life.
Yeah.
They can be grown at great distances and in any climate, and they're packed full of protein. Mix in a little rice, and you've got a complete nutritional meal.
That is hard to argue against, my friend. But on top of that, you are also a sexpert, as I am. And we have a combined maybe 38, 39 years of sexpertise.
I may be into beans right now, but sex always comes first.
That's right. Oh, and speaking of comes first, let's just get to our topic of the day. Again, it's different every week, and I really want to hear your perspective as well as our guests. We'll get to in a little bit. But our topic of the day is "Come Through My Window," which is a popular. Who was that? Was that Katie Lang? Who sang that?
Melissa Etheridge.
Well, yeah, bingo, Melissa Etheridge. Come through my window. I'll be home soon. And it's all about social distancing, hooking up, but through windows. We'll get into it, but you know, it's coming through. We'll explain just a little bit. But let's get straight to our guest. I'm really excited about this guest. Hi there, welcome.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is me, Aha Matterson, and I am running for President of the United States of America.
Yeah, I'm really glad. We don't usually get very political on this show, besides like, pumping up women's rights and women's reproductive rights. But welcome, Aha Matterson. So you're going against what, Donald Trump and Joe Biden?
That is correct.
That's gonna be a hard race. What's your platform?
Speaking of which, Biden, you're welcome to come on the show anytime.
Yes, well, you see, in this country, we have a divide. We have a divide of the left and the right. We have the Donald Trump on the right. We have the Joe Biden on the left, the Bernie Sanders even farther left. It's a debate about whether we're going far enough left, far enough right. Well, guess what? I am part of a different party. It is not the left party. It is not the right party. I am running on the platform of the down party.
So this is kind of blowing my mind. This is almost like the fourth dimension, because you only think of a spectrum in a straight line, but now we're going up and down. Like we got the X and the Y and the Z axis.
That's right. This is three-dimensional, like chess.
So what does it mean to be on the down?
What's on your platform?
Yeah.
Our platform is a very specific platform of a government that is both giant as well as being ineffective.
Oh, okay. Well, Delilah.
I'm trying to fit that into existing political thought.
You understand that is not the existing political thought as it is presented by either party on the left or the right. However, this is a party that is about reality, the reality of government, which is that government is and should be both giant as well as ineffective. That is the platform on which I run.
What are some of the benefits of an ineffective government?
I'm not going to talk about the benefits of this kind of government. I'm going to talk about the reality of this kind of government. That this is a government that is giant, and this is a government that is ineffective, and we intend to keep it that way, and not just keep it that way, but intend to make it even gianter and even more ineffective, as is the nature and reality of our politics. That is the Matterson guarantee.
So, Mr. Matterson, I think we're talking we're talking very conceptual. We're talking very like philosophical here. Let's do something that's a more applicable that the American people can wrap their heads around. How does the down party, how would that affect like roads? Like, say you were to be president, like how can you make the roads in America not only big but also ineffective?
Well, here's the thing I guarantee about the roads that we are going to do. We are going to set up an infrastructure campaign to work on making the best possible roads. However, once we have done that work, that paving, poured all that money into it, we will not open up those roads to any automobile owned by any American in this country. That is the Matterson guarantee.
Okay, so that gives me a better idea of how this works. So you make a shit ton of roads, but then you just never open them. So it's
Absolutely. We promise you, we will build more roads than have ever been built in the history of the United States of America, and you will not be able to drive them.
Okay, well, what about national defense? What are you going to do with the
National
Army
defense,
and
absolutely.
military?
Our Army is going to be the biggest, most lethal, effective army you have ever seen that has never and will never again go to war.
I see.
That's borderline effective.
That's true. Like I would imagine now, maybe if I could be your down party strategist, maybe like equip everyone with guns and like the biggest guns, but like not have any sort of trigger mechanism on them. That would be really, really ineffective, I would say.
That is absolutely wonderful thinking. I think that is a good idea. We had thought about going the other route, which is to provide ammunition to all people, but not the guns by which to shoot them.
Well, that actually would fit in a lot of liberals, say, let's take the guns away.
Again, I think he's treading dangerously close to effectiveness.
Do you want to run against him in the Up Party?
I'm thinking about starting the Up Party, and the Sexperts has always been fair and balanced. Like, we give equal time.
Here is the thing about the Up Party. I hear all of this about the Up Party, but the Up Party is fantasy. The Up Party is a party about efficiency. The Up Party is a party about doing good for the people, and we intend to do exactly the opposite. We intend to be the government that is the government, that it will always be the government, a government of massive, ineffective bureaucracy.
Okay, well,
that is a promise that we are never going to lie to you. We are never going to promise anything that you are going to want. That is the promise of the Down Party and your President Matterson to be.
Okay, well, the Up Party is embracing the concept of the 3 E's.
Oh.
Effectiveness, efficacy, and enthusiasm.
Wow. Oh, hold on. Let me put in there. Those are some 3 great E's, but let me throw in, speaking of enthusiasm, our topic of the day, which has come through my window: effective and enthusiastic hooking up during social distancing time.
I want to let you know that the Down Party was actually the first party to come up with a policy of the 3 E's. Our policy of the 3 E's is, we're not really going to do anything to help you guys out. We're simply going to take taxpayer money. I am going to let you know, by the way, that we are going to tax the taxpayers more than we ever have before. However, we guarantee we will not use any of that money for any benefit, either for people on the lower end of the economy scale or to benefit the rich. We are not going to do anything to benefit the economy with that money. We are simply going to collect the money and keep it.
All right, let's talk about social issues.
Sure.
I feel like I'm a debate moderator here.
What is your take on gay marriage?
Oh.
Gay marriage? Absolutely. We have decided that absolutely not only can every single man, woman, and child get married to whomever they want, but there will be absolutely no benefits to being married whatsoever.
That's the status quo.
Exactly. This is what I'm trying to describe. This is a party about reality. This is the party that is about telling you the government is what it is and is the way it is going to stay forever.
Okay, well,
that is the Matterson guarantee.
The Up Party's presenting an alternative to that, which is you don't have to get married, but you get all the benefits. You get to have sex. You get to have children. You get tax cuts, but you don't even have to get married. You automatically get divorced.
Whoa.
That would be absolutely phenomenal if anyone were to promise that and then deliver it, which, as we all know, will never happen.
Okay, let's.
However, you can be sure that the government will continue to be ineffective and yet a constant presence, a constant obnoxious presence in your lives. That is the down party guarantee.
Speaking of constant obnoxious presence, are you single? You're married. Who you got in your life?
I am entirely asexual. I guarantee you that there is and will never be a sexual scandal within my life because I refrain from all sex. I am also aromantic as well. There is absolutely nothing within my personal life that is going to make me unviable as a candidate, as opposed to other candidates who have their issues related to marital issues, related to sexual issues. This is not a problem with Aha Matterson. Aha Matterson does not relate to other humans in any kind of personal way that could be considered either romantic.
Oh, yes, your debate time is up. Delilah,
like to
30-second rebuttal.
I'd like to rebut that. We already tried asexual men in leadership. It's called the Catholic Church, and we see how that went.
Do you want to use the rest of your 30 seconds?
The Up Party is presenting an alternative to asexual leadership, which is 100% purely sexual leadership.
Hold on. Oh, let's get back to speaking of sexual.
My office doors will be open for sex on a daily basis. You could have sex with your president.
Okay. Speaking of open doors, let's talk about open windows. Come through my window.
I actually want to speak about the issue of religion, which has been broached by
typical politician.
The gentleman right here. I want to let you know that while I am both aromantic and asexual, when it comes to the issue of religion, I am pan-religious, pantheistic.
Whoa.
I believe in all religions. Every single religion is a belief that I have as to make sure that I alienate no voters whatsoever. And by the way, when I mention believing in all religions, that does count both theism and atheism. That exists together within me. I represent all people religiously, equally in the down party.
That is your time, Mr. Matterson. Yes, Mr. Delilah.
The Up Party has separated church and state at a level that's never been done before. There is no church. God is dead. It's all state.
Wow.
You're welcome, America.
That's gonna be hard. Can we get back to your asexuality though, Mr. Matterson? Have you always been this way? Like, have you never had a crush? Never sent a note to Susie Lou in math class, anything like that?
I have never had any interaction with any other person in the entirety of my life that could be construed as either romantic or sexual, guaranteeing that my life remains 100% scandal-free. I have had no personal interactions with anybody that could be construed as anything either inappropriate nor heartwarming. That is the Matterson guarantee.
Well, what about friendships? Like, what do you do for fun? Like, you sound a little kind of, I hate to say it, a little boring. Like, there's no.
That's exactly it. I am an incredibly boring person. There is nothing about my social life that is of any interest to any person whatsoever. You can simply look upon me and see someone who is purely a force of political inefficiency and nothing else.
The Up Party is going to have a secretary of the rave, a department of nonstop partying. We're going to rent gymnasiums in every state in the union. There'll be 4-year-long raves going on for my entire presidency.
We intend to do the exact same thing. However, all of those locations will not have doors by which you can enter them in order to join the party.
That's kind of like if you ever played the video game The Sims, where you would just like make a sim and then box them into a thing and watch them slowly die.
I was going to say that's a fire hazard, sir.
And I would say that is a perfect metaphor for my political campaign. As you know, my political slogan, Aha Matterson for president, because it doesn't matter, son.
Okay, I want to get a little bit more functional. How about immigration? What is your stance on immigration? So how do you make immigration ineffective and huge? I don't know how that works out.
We intend to allow any person who wants to be an American citizen to become an American citizen so long as they do not enter the United States of America.
We're doing the complete opposite. Every citizen of every country on the planet is now an American citizen. Congratulations.
I think a lot of people would like that, Delilah. Like, who
Well,
doesn't want to be a part of America?
I feel like Santa Claus because I just gave everyone what they wanted.
And we guarantee that we are going to disappoint any single person who decides to become an American citizen, whether at home or abroad.
Now, this name, Aha, is that a family name?
Absolutely.
Is that a nickname? What's going on with this name?
That is the name that I was given at birth by my parents.
Were they surprised?
They were incredibly surprised to have a child, given that they were both as well aromantic and asexual.
Were you one of those kids?
And when I was born, the doctor said, "Aha!" And that's when they decided to name me.
Were you one of those kids born to one of the moms that didn't know they were pregnant on MTV?
Absolutely.
That's really great. How did speaking of like being born and kind of raised, like, did how you were raised affect your views now? Like, were your parents really big and ineffective as well?
My parents' approach to parenting was incredibly ineffective. They were constantly watching me like hawks, hovering over me like helicopter parents, except they did nothing to prevent me from bad things happening or to help good things happening. If they saw me doing dangerous things on the playground, they made sure they were right there, but they also did not tell me to get down from the monkey bars, nor did they assist me when I fell off the monkey bars and broke my collarbone.
Rebuttal, Delilah.
That's just too sad.
Oh, you're taking shots at your opponent here now.
The up party is for concerned parents who are pro vaccinations and pro getting every little thing checked by the doctor. We're gonna have urgent care centers on every corner of America.
Can I just let everyone know on the subject of vaccinations, since you have brought that up, we guarantee that as part of the Down Party's policy is we promise to remove all controversy over whether vaccinations are safe or not by guaranteeing that none of them are. We are going to make sure that all vaccinations are dangerous, are poisoned, and yet we are still going to make sure that they are mandatory. That is the Matterson guarantee.
Is it true that you're going to get rid of urgent care centers and replace them with urgent don't care centers?
That is absolutely correct, because as we all know, the Matterson guarantee is, it don't matter, son.
Okay, listen, speaking of urgency, you may be feeling an urgency for sexual frustration. So our topic of the day is come through my window. I'll be home soon. We're going to talk about how to have the hook.
Windows, walls, windows within walls. This reminds me, I have not discussed at all the wall that we are going to build.
You just did like a word salad, windows, walls.
I thought you were singing that song.
From the windows to the walls, windows, walls. All right, so what's your plan for a wall? I can't wait to hear this one.
We do intend to build the wall, not just a wall. We are going to build two walls across America, crisscross applesauce. We intend to build one wall from Portland, Oregon, down to Tallahassee of Florida. Another one from Portland, Maine, down to San Francisco, directly across each other. They are going to meet right in the middle in Topeka, Kansas, and they are going to cross, and we guarantee these walls will be impenetrable.
Wow. Delilah, I don't know if you can come back from this one. I really like the sound of two crisscross applesauce walls.
Take what he just said and replace it with windows.
What?
And that's what the up party's doing. We're making two long windows, crisscross applesauce across the United States. They're going to meet in Topeka, Kansas, and everyone will still be able to wave at each other. Just one side will be communist and one side will be democratic.
This is getting insane. I don't know if I can.
And Ronald Reagan III will one day say, "Up party, tear down that window."
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So this is we're actually going to talk about the topic now because we're on the topic of walls. So come through my window. I'll be home. Oh, wow. Listen, I would like to talk about the topic, but I'm actually getting a news update. There's actually a scandal unfolding right now with Aha Matterson. What is? Oh my God! There's a sex tape.
Aha.
Uh-oh, Mr. Matterson, hanky panky.
Okay, this I can explain. I can absolutely explain this sex tape to which you refer.
Are you gonna?
I'm simply going to let you know that I can explain this. I'm not actually going to provide the explanation, but I'm going to let you know that there's absolutely an explanation, which if you heard it, you would say, oh, that makes perfect sense. This is not a scandal. Let's go ahead and move on. There is that explanation. That explanation exists. However, that explanation is not going to be actually presented to you at this time.
Okay, well, we had to cut this one short because I can see there's all kinds of press outside your doors. They're also trying to get inside the Zoom room, which I'm trying to block them, but the security on Zoom is really shitty. But okay, well, that's it for the Sexperts. I'm so sorry we didn't get to our topic of the day. Come through my window, but we'll put some windows up on our own windows and whatever on the website. That's it for the Sexperts. I'm your host, Dr. John T. Alanese, SCPM.
And I'm Delilah Haydair, and beans, they're good for your heart. That's it. That's the tweet.
See you sex time.
Don't matter, son.
Don't have to do it simply true. We're the Sexperts.
That's our show. If you like what you heard and you think it was worth $1, join the official Sexperts fan club at patreon.com/Sexperts podcast. A special thanks to the Push Comedy Theater and all of our supporters. Bye-bye.